you guys so much for tuning in. So grateful to be able to share my practices with you. This is just a free flow, just whatever comes to me yoga, and I'm just so stoked that I get to share it with you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world. So
hey guys, welcome back to The Contentment. So today we're going to get a yoga session in, but first we're going to center ourselves with some breath work. With this breath work, when we breathe in, expand the chest all the way in, and then when you breathe out, just like I am about to do on the screen, let it all go. So we're going to get 8 breaths in a row here. In, out, keep it going. In, out, in, out. Try and breathe deeper, all the way in and out, all the way in and out, all the way in, out, and keep going. Keep going. The breath is an incredible tool to bring us slightly closer to the moment and just help our body relax a little bit more so that we can get the full benefit from a yoga or a movement practice. So let's slowly make our way to standing at the back of the mat. And our first movement we're going to do is just open up the arms above your chest. You can lean back slightly if that feels good, or just raise your hands above your head. Sink down, roll your spine forward, start from the top of your neck and roll all the way down. And slowly roll all the way back up. Externally rotate your hands, reach up and add a little back bend. Lean to the back, look back and bring it back down. Same again, rolling forward and down. And now see if you can continue these while also breathing in time with the movement. If you can center your breath whenever you do any movement practice, you'll be stronger, but also you'll signal your body to relax even more. Drop it down, come back up, and just play in this forward fold. You can grab your left ankle like I am now, and just feel what it feels like when your body weight shifted to the left, and now shift your body weight to the right. And just see how that feels. Pull yourself in, let yourself go, just have a play. See how it feels. How tight are your hamstrings? How does it feel? Grab the back of your legs, pull yourself in, halfway up, back down, all the way back to the top, hands above your head, slight back bend, and coming down for another forward fold. Definitely one of the best fundamental movements of yoga is the forward fold. Now we're going to transition into a Yogi Squat, but this can be completely modified. Stay on your toes. Have a feel. Just a play. We're just simply figuring out what it feels like to be on our toes, squatting on the ground here. You can use your hands for balance. Move your neck around like I am now. And then roll forward and sit on your heels. Hands behind your butt. Face your hands out to the outside and lean back. Open up the chest, breathe in, breathe out and drop the chest down. Open up the chest, breathe in. Should be feeling a deep stretch sensation in the chest with that one. And now the opposite, child's pose. You can go up onto your fingertips if you like, or you can just hold child's pose, depending on what sort of practice you're going for. Sometimes it's nicer to have a little bit more movement engaged. So back to that first position, hands splayed out, lift the chest, lean back with the head, open up through the chest, and then link your hands behind your back. If you can connect your fingers, connect your hands, lean forward. And if you're struggling to connect your hands behind your back, then just grab opposite wrists and open up through the chest all the same. And let that go. Now we're going to go from upward facing dog into child's pose with a few transitions here. So just play with this movement. You don't have to go all the way in, but from upward facing dog, relaxing back into child's pose. Play with your hands positioning. Grab your hands behind your back if you can. Lift yourself up. This is just exploring. Explore these positions. You don't have to copy me directly. The whole point of yoga is just to explore the body. Back into upward facing dog. Back into child's pose. Once again, explore. What does it feel like being in this position? What does it feel like when you grab your hands behind your back? How are your hips feeling? What's tight? Okay. Now we're going to make our way into plank pose. Press away strong through the shoulders. See if you can engage your core as much as possible. Nice, strong, stable plank pose. If you find yourself shaking or struggling in any of these poses, you can modify it for you, make it easier. Push yourself from plank back into down dog. One of the best yoga poses, one of my favorites, the fundamentals. You can pulse like I am through your down dog. You can take your dog for a walk by moving your heels, moving your ankles, and then sink into up dog, back into down dog. Walk it out again and sink back into up dog. If you find any points of intense tension or any tight areas, just sit in those a little bit more. You don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing. Drop in, feel your lower back open up, lean back with the head, push back into down dog. Push through the shoulders, push through the hands, come back into plank pose. Tuck your left knee in to your left elbow, and then place it on the ground, back into down dog. Right knee in by the elbow. Get it close to the ground, and then back out into down dog. Down dog is our reset position here. Kick your left up into a three-legged dog, and then an open stack, nice and high on the right toes. Slowly drop that left leg all the way back down to the mat behind the right. Have a play here. How does it feel when you move? Bring your left leg close to the left hand and then kick it back to down dog. Now the right side. Tuck it in, kick it back. Pull it over, open stack. What do your hips feel like when you're opening up over here? Drop your right leg down below behind your left. Bring it back up to open stack. Slowly roll back in, bring the knee to the chest and back to down dog. Awesome. Now we're back to the left side. You've got the flow now, see if you can stay with it. Open stack, left leg. Slowly drop it down, have a play. How does it feel? Bring it in, knee to chest, back to down dog. And to the right side, knee to chest. Kick it back, open stack. How does it feel? And then lower that right leg behind the left, tuck it back in, down dog. Nice work. So what we're gonna do here is slowly drop from hip to hip. Drop your left hip down to the ground, up to down dog, right hip down to the ground. Press up to down dog, left down to the ground, up to down dog, right down to the ground, up to down dog. We're going to keep going through this. Dropping the left hip, that reset position, and now bring yourself back onto your heels. Reach the hands up, open up the chest, lean to your right. You can link your hands if that helps. Lean to your left, lean to your right. Open up the side body, hands behind your head or above your head, what works for you. And now with the hands behind your head, we're opening up into butterfly, and close it back down. Just want to say this isn't called butterfly pose, but it looks like a butterfly, so let's roll with it. Close down and open up the arms. Close it down, roll the spine forward, open up the opposite way. Extend the arms out, drop them by your side. How are you feeling? Check in with yourself. And let's bring ourselves back into downward facing dog. And then we're gonna step the left foot forward. We're gonna do a modified runner's lunge with the knee on the ground. Open up the right hand to the sky, keep the left. And then we're gonna straighten the left leg and slowly fold forward over that left leg. You'll notice a beautiful hamstring stretch here. And now back into the first modified runner's lunge. And now leaning back, right hand to right leg, left hand overhead. Open up through that side body. Back into the modified runner's lunge. Kicking back to down dog. And now let's move on to the right side. So bringing that right leg in to the outside of the right hand, drop the left knee, open up the left hand, modified runner's lunge, left hand all the way to the sky, rotating. Now we're going to straighten that right leg as we rotate back, lean forward over the right leg. You can pulse if you like, sometimes that feels better. And now back into the first modified runner's lunge. And now leaning back, left hand to left leg, open up right side body. Breathe here, big breaths. If you lose your balance just like I did, no problems. We're here to work, we're here to test ourselves. Back into down dog. Rotating forward into up dog. Open up through the spine. Straighten the arms and press back to down dog. Back into that modified runner's lunge, left side. Open up, right hand to the sky. Back into straightening the left leg, leaning forward and over. Back, right hand, right leg, left hand overhead. Open up through the side body. Place it back down, modified runner's lunge. Back into down dog, right side. Hopefully we've got this flow a little bit better this time. Open up left side body. Straighten the right leg, lean over the right leg, open up. Left hand, left leg, right side body open. And slowly bring it back to modified runner's lunge. Back into down dog, press away. Awesome work. Walk your hands back so that you're standing at the back of the mat. Grab your elbows, nice forward fold. You can pulse like I am, or you can just hang out here. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let your neck, let your head, let your skull all just hang. Don't hold any tension through your jaw, through your nose, through your eyes, through your neck. Just let it all hang loose. Grab the backs of your legs and pull yourself in. And now making our way to do a modified camel pose. Up on the knees, right hand to right leg, leaning back with the left. You don't have to reach around your body like I am. Just make an effort to get your left or right side down. So left side down to your left leg, even if you have to be twisted to get here. Right side down to right leg. Play around in this position, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your butt, see how that feels. Left hand down to left leg. Open up through the opposite side if you feel like you can get this. And now we're going to get into a few slightly more difficult poses here. Take a child's pose to recenter. Big breath in. Move to the right, shuffle the hands to the right. You can pulse if that feels better. And then we're going to slowly shuffle our hands to the left. Feel that the right side body open up when you shuffle to the left and vice versa. Pulsing through here if that feels good. Okay, so these next few poses are going to be relatively challenging. Bring yourself into down dog. We're going to reach out into Starfish Pose. So right leg comes to the left side, left hand up. Feel free to keep it there or close the Starfish by pulling your foot into your left knee. Now we're going to try the other side. So left side to the right, open up to Starfish Pose, and then you can bend that left leg, connect it to your right, and see if you can hold that. Intense balance here. Kick it back out to Starfish, back to down dog, down into up dog. And this is going to be our flow for a little bit. Right leg, left side, Starfish. Drop the hips, come back up, tuck the foot, and see if you can hold this. Find your balance, find your center. If the foot is too much, then just Starfish is fine. Left side, open up. We're going to drop the hip in a second, and then we're going to pull that left leg to the right leg. Nice and strong foundational balance. Hands back down, down dog, and then flow through to your up dog. And let's hang out here for a moment. Lean your head back. Keep your toes tucked if you can. Open up this position. Big breaths in. And hopefully you've got the flow now. We're going to push back to down dog. Right leg comes through for Starfish or arrow. See if you can keep this flow going. Hands back down, back to down dog. Left foot comes through, arrow or Starfish. Tuck the left leg to the right leg. And then we're going to slowly come back down, out to down dog, the reset posture. And that is our side body flows. So now we're going to come down to all fours and slowly bring your butt to the ground. However you want to do that. We're going to do a butterfly pose. This is an actual butterfly, this one. So grab the feet, grab the ankles, grab the legs, whatever's comfortable for you. And just like I am now, I'm pulsing through the ranges of motion in butterfly. How does this feel for you? And now kick your hands back, tilt the hips left, tilt the hips right. How does this open butterfly feel in your groin, in your hips, in your legs? Play with it side to side. Pulse in and out, bring your butt closer to your heels and then further away. How does this feel in your hips? Are your hips loving this? Are they hating it? Is it really tight? Does it feel good? Just take note. And now grab your feet or your legs and pull yourself in for a relatively long butterfly hold. Big breaths here. We're in the end phases of our yoga practice. All the intense stuff is over. So we're just going to slow the breath back down, sink into a more yin style, longer stretch. See if you can really connect with your breath here. Bring yourself back up. And now cross your right foot over your left knee and fold over your left knee. If this is too intense, keep your arms straight. If this is all good for you, just like I'm doing, I'm resting my head on my right knee and just relaxing here. Big breaths in, open mouth exhale, let it go. Feel the tightness in your hips. Feel them slowly releasing as time goes on. And then we'll switch over. If you can do this without needing to touch your legs, if you can cross them over, left leg, left ankle over right knee, and fold over. Elbows to the ground if you can, or Just keep your arms straight and just do the best that you can. You don't have to go all the way with all the poses. Yoga is such an individual thing that you can meet it at whatever level that you're at. Breathing deep. Big inhale. Let it go. Big inhale. Let it go.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. My phone just overheated, so you didn't get to catch the end of that practice. However, shoot over to Spotify, search for this channel or The Contentment, and do one of the guided meditations there. Normally I try to finish every yoga session with like a little meditation or something, so if you're feeling up for it, cruise over to Spotify and have a look, check it out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So grateful to be able to share my practices with you. This is just a free flow, just whatever comes to me yoga, and I'm just so stoked that I get to share it with you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. It means the world, so every last drop.